Hello, and welcome to the RandomLee Show, episode number 7. I'm your host, Lee, and how's everyone doing today? How are you feeling? I have a question for you. Are you someone who wants more than they need? Or are you someone who likes to have all the nicest things, but it doesn't match your income? I'm going to be honest with you, I was that kind of person, and it ended up biting me in the ass. If you have seen or listened to any of my other videos, you'll know that I filed for bankruptcy, and that was probably one of my lowest points of my life, to be honest. And that's because I wanted more. I was a glutton. I was greedy and I was a glutton, and I wanted things. There's no one else to blame other than myself for me going through bankruptcy. I know that when some people go through bankruptcies, there's circumstances that happen that are outside their control. This one was fully in my control, and I fucked it up, and I just didn't live within my means. So, as Christmas is coming up and it's the time of giving and getting and being all consumeristic, my partner and I have really been talking about like how can we do Christmas right for our girls, and we can teach them that it's just about the moments and the memories and the family time, and it's not about the gifts. Giving gifts is a beautiful thing. I love giving gifts. I don't like receiving gifts. When that's just I have my own things with that. But like, how can we be in the mindset of not wanting more and more, and just being happy with what we have? And that is something I've been really working on for the last 6 to 7 years since I've been through my bankruptcy. Is how can I be happy with what I have and not want more? I'm looking outside right now, and I'm looking at my truck, because I ended up getting my dream truck in 2019, almost at the end of 2019 there. And ever since I was a little kid, I always used to play with an F-150, and I knew that that was a truck that I wanted. And if you know anything about trucks are freaking expensive, and it just worked out that I had the income and everything like that. And my partner and I were like, like, you've always wanted to do this, like, you should do it. And I ended up getting a pretty good deal on it. So I ended up getting the truck. But as like, a year went by and stuff like that, I was like, oh, like, I would love to get like a bigger truck or something like that, like another, or upgrade my truck. And I would catch myself and be like, why do I want, like, I have my dream vehicle. I'm driving every single day. I love it. And then I see like another truck, and I'm like, oh, like, that truck's nice, sort of thing. And like, why do, like, a person, like, why do I feel that way? Like, is there, like, do you ever feel that way? Like, you have something and you worked so hard to get it, and even through all the bullshit you've gone through, you somehow attained your dream vehicle or your dream house, or like something that you've wanted for so long, be it a Rolex or something. But then you just want more. You want to upgrade it, or you want something better. And like, I looked at my partner. I made her a vow. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drive this truck into the ground. I'm gonna drive this truck so hard for so long. I'm gonna pay it off, and I'm gonna continue driving it even after I pay it off. Because I'll be honest with you, I have almost a $700 a month, vehicle payment that I make, and it'd be nice to have an extra $700 at the end of each month. Um, so I said, as much as, like, I know I'm gonna come talk to you and be like, I want to get a new vehicle or a bigger truck, or I want to get this, like, tell me, just remind me what I said to you, that I want to pay this truck and I want to drive it like into the ground, because I do love my truck, and I love the way it makes you feel. This is my dream vehicle, and why would I want anything more than that, in a way? So when it comes to that sort of stuff, I really want to teach my daughters, like, really, really be grateful for what you have in this moment. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more. And just really think, like, why do you want that more? Are you is there something wrong? Because there's nothing wrong with my truck. It works great. I've never had an issue with it, and I've had it for almost 3 years now, and there's been no issues with it, and I love driving it. But why is it that I want something more, something else flashy catches my eye, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have that, you know. But I have a dream with things that I want to do with my truck, and for me to do that, I need to keep it for a long time. So yeah, when it comes to Christmas time and like receiving gifts and getting gifts and giving gifts and stuff like that, it's just like, okay, like what can we do? How can we teach our daughters to be happy and grateful for what they get and what they have? And one way I would like to really teach them is to just, like, my fiance really brought something. She's like, well, we can get them like 4 gifts, something that they need, something that they want, something they can use, and something like that will, something that inspires them, like a memory or a moment or something like that. And I think that's a very beautiful, beautiful way to look at it. And I think that's a great way to do Christmas, because this is now, well, with everything going up in prices and stuff like that, it's hard. It's actually hard. It doesn't matter how much money you're making, it's still hard, because I'm sure if you're making more money, you buy more extravagant gifts. Not all of us, but I'm sure some of us do. And we always want to, show our love and appreciation for our family by giving gifts, and Christmas time is the perfect way to do it. It's almost like the nicer gift you give, the more love you have for that person. But this year I really listened to my partner and on what she wanted and things that she needed. And because normally I'll go overboard, but this year I really listened to her. I got a few extra stuff, but I really just listened to her. And I think that was a way for me to show her that I truly appreciate her, and that I'm truly listening to her on what she wants. And I said I didn't want anything this year for Christmas. I said I didn't want, with my birthday and Christmas being so close together, I said, you know what? This year I have everything I want, like our second daughter is coming in the new year, and I've always really wanted to have a family of my own, and I have a beautiful family, and that's all I could ever ask for. So going forward, I just don't need much stuff, and I want to live a life of less material things and more moments and memories. I was thinking, I talked to my partner the other day, and I was just like, you know what I would love to do? I'd love to, when the girls are like, 6 and 5, is take a drive across Canada and then head down to the States, and then take a drive down to the States and then across the States, and then back up around, just make one big giant loop out in this beautiful truck that I have. And that might be the last ride that it gets, but I think that it will last longer because I take good care of her. And I just really would love to do that and make that moment and make that memory with our family, and just be able to save the money to do that, because it might take I would like to do it take a few months, 3 months or 4 months to do that, so we can enjoy the places that we stop and make memories there and make moments there as the girls are younger, and they will always have that. And yeah, for us to do that, we gotta stop being so consumeristic and just love the things that we have now, cherish the things that we have now, and hold on to them for as long as we can if we really love them. And there's going to become a time in the day when, my truck won't be able to go, and it won't be able to, the cost of repair is going to be more than buying a new truck or something, something slightly used. But I'm going to wait until that day. So yeah, basically I wanted to just talk about, like, why do we want more when we have such great things in our life? And I practice gratitude every single day, yet I still find myself struggling with wanting more or wanting something shinier, when I have everything that I've ever truly wanted. I have my dream vehicle, I have my family, that I thought I was never ever going to be able to obtain, since I went through a bankruptcy, that I would just be spending my entire life working so hard to make money for things that I'll never ever truly own. And that's not really how it worked out or shaped out for me. So I should be very grateful and just love what I have. And it's just nice to be able to give to the ones that I love, and to give them the things that they want, and just to give those memories and moments, and just to see that when we live those moments and memories that we have. Sorry, Tala's taking a drink in the background there. She always does this at the worst time. Tala. She must be thirsty. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, I just really wanted to share that with you. It's been on my mind and on my chest for a couple days now, and I just really wanted to get that out there and just say, like, I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas, and I hope that you guys get everything that you've ever wanted, but you truly cherish the things that you get, and you cherish the ones around you, and really just focus on the moments and the memories and the snapshot in time that you have with those around you. Yeah. So thank you so much for listening to this rant and this ramble. I'm trying to keep them shorter because I know I can go off on a tangent. But yeah, thank you so much for those who listen, and I'm truly grateful for you guys taking the time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and enjoy your holiday season. Bye for now.